You know, nothing makes me thirsty like messing with electronics. This I do all the time. Like I'll be gaming, capital G gaming, on this thing with my gamer mouse. Jeez, how do you expect me to capital G gamer when WASD is all in the center of the computer?
Whoa! Detachable plates!
And then you can move it to the left. Well, you have to have it centered with the keyboard, which little underwhelming.
That's actually that's sick. I like this.
What's super cool is that the software you use to configure all of this, like in real time, it updates when you move all of this around. So what do you say we disassemble this thing?
Yeah.
All right. And that is the nicest underboard or laptop internal I've ever seen. It's very, very well made. And Framework actually outsourced some of the work this time. They didn't do all of it themselves this time. Cooler Master made the cooler for this thing. Also, you might notice the fans are part of the expansion module. So this interposer is actually accessible to, I don't know if you can oh, you can just do that. So you remove these. Don't lose this. So this right here is actually just PCIe. And I remember like when it came out, everyone's like, Framework remade MXM, just big deal. Yeah, big fucking deal. They remade MXM because it's a broke-ass standard that didn't work. And of course this is open source, so yeah, it's basically the new MXM. I don't remember where though. Oh, right here. So yeah, you pop that back in, and now this slots out, and you've got the full RX 7700S for this laptop right here.
That's sick.
It is a masterclass of engineering. It is so, and as you can see, my wonderful pets already are living inside of this computer. So most laptops, when they get like filled with debris like that, that's the end of the laptop.
Yeah.
With this, you just go, you just clean it out. Some of the RAM for the graphics card has its own heatsink that's dedicated to the heat pipes. It is so well built. It's very future-proofed. You can see why it's so expensive up front, because they put all this effort into making it a good thing from the start. Literally every tech company. Oh yeah, this thing uses DDR5 RAM too. I thought that was nice to mention. A lot of people are like, why didn't they use like DDR4? Why would they? Yeah, there's the hard drive, so if I go ahead and remove that too. This is the only screw that I've encountered so far that like comes out. I know there's more, like you can see, but if you see here, they're color-coded. So the same ones are color-coded.
Okay.
So there you go, and that's how you remove it. And look, it's got a second slot right there, so you can go ahead. If you have, it's a small one though, so yes, Framework does think size matters. The speakers. Now, are they bad? Yes. Is there a reason why they're bad? Also, yes. Is it acceptable? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I feel like it would have been nice, because I already know that it can handle the little, like, spreader design, or the pogo pin design that they have. I would have liked if they were to make speakers that slot in like this. But then I thought for more than 2 seconds. This is thin as f***, and it only gets a tiny bit thicker.
How much RAM did you get?
32 gigs.
Still have an extra slot.
Oh yeah, I got the one stick.
Oh, okay.
Now, true capital M gamers would look at this and think, but you're leaving performance on the table. No, it's actually for when I'm doing engineering stuff and I need absolute gargantuan amount of RAM just to like simulate a trucker breathing. I don't know. Some people might even think, oh, you know, like if you're rendering with your graphics card, it should just use the VRAM when you're rendering. Well, Autodesk, in their infinite wisdom, decided that they won't support plebeian grade AMD graphics cards, as in anything but like their pro versions. So literally like the only computer that's like readily accessible that everyone has that supports AMD graphics card rendering on Maya is the Mac Pro 2019.
The one that they released a few months before the first M1 computer?
Exactly. Like, I don't know what their game plan was when doing that. I know the reason, and it might change soon, but it's because of CUDA. NVIDIA's CUDA, like, is what keeps it from being accessible to everyone else. But Autodesk is literally like a Fortune 500 company. You're telling me they can't figure out something? Yeah, that's the entire inside of the laptop. So if you don't have anything installed and you go to turn it on, it'll turn on. It has a custom screen that shows up with a QR code that takes you directly to their website and how to install them. Oh, it also tells you your battery state, but you can also take off the bezel. Yeah, you know, no biggie. And it's got physical hardware switches for everything, which is very nice. Can we normalize that? I know Lenovo was super big on it. Also, oh yeah, when you snap stuff on, it immediately recognizes. So I'm gonna go ahead and snap on a like little lavender pad, and it immediately updates. It's extremely quick. Every single framework says made with love by the framework team, and every single one of their names is listed on the inside of the laptop. No kidding, made with love. Genuinely, this is very much a passion project turned business. And you know, same with Apple, but like, oh right, I locked these. Apple wasn't built with the same level of transparency, and you know, never fanboy for a company. Fanboy for one specific product. I'm a Framework 16 lover. I've never used the Framework 13, so I can't say of its quality, but I've heard it's good. I'm a fanboy for what I have in my hands right here, which is, I think, fair, right? Alright, let's do some stupid shit.
Here are the specs. The funny machine.
I forgot I renamed it to the funny machine. I should test the speakers with Crab Rave. What's not
a copyrighted song that you can play? Sweden, C418. You can
I think
that.
Pumpin' Jumpin' by... Or this guy makes a lot of video game music. We could do that. It's like... It lacks bass and staging.
It's kind of tinny.
Yeah, it is. So they did get rid of the headphone jack on this model, but they made it an expansion card that you can just slot in. So I would say that's actually kind of better.
Yeah, I mean, who cares if it's not built in? You can just slot it in.
Yeah, and like believe it or not, there are some sick f***s who don't want a headphone jack. It's a similar spec to the MacBook Pro one. I've tested it with headphones, and it has a higher impedance than a normal headphone jack. It sounds really good.
Do you have the headphone jack slot?
I do have the headphone jack slot.
Oh, you do? It's actually inserted.
Yeah, and I use it with my editing headphones all the time. They sound great. Like, I wasn't expecting MacBook Pro, but I also wasn't expecting iBook. What's like a Blender, like, render test?
Kind of like a benchmark?
Yeah. I guess I could just start with, like, Yuzu, because most people want gaming performance, right, gamer? Let's turn it up.
Whoa, 3K?
What is this screen, like 2.8K? 16, yeah, because, yeah, like 1600p. Whoa. Okay, so that's just an image that's being, oops.
Being upscaled.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the frame rate. That's not looking too good.
Let's turn up best performance. Yeah, I don't think it could do this. Actually, wait, is it using the graphics card? Because remember, it didn't show up in Task Manager. Oh no, it is. It's just at 100.
Oh, now it's there.
Alright, I'm gonna change the resolution just one more time. I'm gonna turn it back down. So the gaming performance at this resolution, when I would play on my campus, it's pretty good. Thing is that it uses a lot of battery. So, yeah, Neo Bowser City has a lot of effects. I'll do that one. Oh no! No, what's going on? Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is so bad. What? Why is it doing this? I'm gonna reset Yuzu, because it's not... Shocker, it's not supposed to look like this. What's a software I could use? Ah, Forza. Forza has a benchmark.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh my god, that's crazy. I can't tell what graphics quality that is. Based off the FPS, that probably is ultra, with ray tracing enabled.
It's running really smoothly.
Yeah, it is. No, Forza's like genuinely a really consistent game. Like, it's very, very well made.
Well optimized too.
Yeah, it really is. Alright, average... so FPS average under CPU simulation was 130 FPS average with a 108 minimum, with a 155 maximum. CPU render 90, minimum 69, maximum being 107, and the GPU being 38. FPS minimum is 32, and the max is 45, with a solid average of 36 FPS. Oh, suggested preset low, current setting preset was extreme.
Ah.
Everything on ultra, ray tracing quality was set to high. That's probably why it's at 36.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change... Only thing I'm gonna change is ray tracing. Ray tracing's gonna be off. Alright, ray tracing off, let's see what the performance difference is. I can already tell it's way stronger. Ray tracing off, you can get a bit more FPS. Is it the same benchmark? That can't be the same with ray tracing off. Radeon 7700S, that's... you can't cut it off in the middle. But there's no way it's only getting like an average of 5 FPS more. Ray tracing was off. That's interesting, it barely made a dent. At all. Like, I think before it was 36. Please avoid performing other tasks. Well, we are doing OBS, but like, that's about it. And it's using the 7700S like we saw. It used 13 gigs of RAM. How the hell did it use 8.3 gigs of VRAM out of 7.19? First of all, it's an 8 gig card, so 7.19 is inaccurate. But also, it's an 8 gig card, so 8.28 is inaccurate. It's also a, like, lower resolution. That's interesting that it did that. Well, it's a laptop.
It's a laptop.
That's crazy, it's a laptop.
Video ends there.
Yeah.